Okay, so the first option is, or the first configuration is company, and this refers to the corporate groups. Say for example, we have a lot of Jains or industrialists who are into multiple ventures. Say for example, Reliance, they've got Reliance Telecom, okay, and they are into chemicals, they are into retail, and many more. Okay, they've got multiple business. Now, in case if this Reliance chairman wants the report for all those different entities or different companies, then he will create a structure called company in SAP. Okay, and this company will be used only for consolidation purposes. There is no direct posting into the company. System will just try and pull the data from other companies, and it will create the necessary reports. Okay. Ideally, in SAP, company refers to the corporate groups. So necessity is the consolidations, because the chairman or the group owner, right, he will not have time to go through each and every report. At the highest level, he will look at the group's performance. How is it performing at the group level? So once is satisfied, then he may dig into the other company's details, like how is telecom doing, how is chemicals doing, retail is doing it. So first thing is he will need a corporate group like this. So how do we create a corporate group in SAP is, if you come back to your easy access menu, okay. So either you can access the path through SPRO. This is the T code I was talking about yesterday, SPRO. If you go with SPRO, it will take you to the execute project screen like this. Here, click on this SAP reference IMG. Under this, we will have enterprise structure. Again, under the enterprise structure, click on this definition here. And now we want to create an organization structure for financial accounting. See, every module will have their own organization structure. Say, for example, if you go to materials management or logistics or sales, you need a plant. In sales organization, we need in sales and distribution, we need a separate sales organization, which is a hierarchy. Same way, every module will have its own organization structure. And for financial accounting, we will have company and company, okay, which is created here. And apart from that, based on the requirement, we will create the business areas and the segment. Okay, so now we are talking about company. See here, whenever you are in this windows, right, you should also learn how to navigate. See, for example, if you double click on this, it will not work. You should always click on this arrow mark here. If I click on arrow mark, system will open further nodes for me, like definition, assignment, and consistency check. Again, if I click on arrow mark, it will open up the nodes like financial accounting, controlling, logistics, general, and all. And again, if I click on financial accounting, and here you can see there are no further nodes. You cannot navigate further. Okay. And here this dot means end of the navigation. There is no more path inside this. And this documentation or a kind of PDF and the specs, right? If you click on this, system will open a performance assistant screen like this. Okay. And these assistants will give you some sort of information about the node that you are looking at. Okay, say for example, the company is an organizational unit that allows you to organize your enterprises. Okay, like this, some sort of information at the base level, it's a bit difficult to understand this, but once you move on, right, after reading a couple of things, you will be able to understand everything here. And then comes this clock and a tick mark icon. If you click on this, it will take you to the next window. Okay. So that is define company here. Here you can see define company. Okay. And here also we will have display view and we will have change view. There are two views in SAP. Display view, if you are in the display view, you won't be able to make any changes to the existing window. Okay. And if you are in the change view, say for example, if I enter again, okay, I think we have locked it. I will go to another window. I will clear the lock here. So what is this clearing the locks and all? I will explain you in the upcoming sessions because it's too early for you.
That means like whatever we have opened those things, right, sir?
What, Charan?
Whatever we have opened before.
Sorry, your voice is getting echoed.
Like whatever we have opened before, those things will be clearing that, right?
Yes, see what happens from the configuration point of view, one window can be opened by one person only. Okay. So if I'm trying to open this define company, some other user in my company cannot open this window. It will appear as a display view, which means somebody else is using this window and you won't be able to make the change. That is what display view means. Okay. So in real times, what happens? We will ask the user to exit from the current window and we will get into the window and make the changes. But since this is a practical system here, I mean, this is used only for educational purposes, right? We will not be in touch with the users. There are so many users and you know what, they're complete strangers for us. Okay, we will not be able to figure out them. That is why only in the practical servers, we have an option to delete the locks, or we will tell the system to erase the, open the locks for us, or we will tell the system to delete the lock tables and other users can also get in and make the change. So that is what I did now. I went to SM1 and SM1 to clear the tables. And now if I go with define company, see here, we are in the change view. Okay. So whenever you're getting into any configuration screens, make sure you are in the change view. Display view will not let you to clear anything. I mean, will not let you to create anything. Okay. So I'm in the change view now. First thing is click on new entries. And here, this is where you will create your group name. Say for example, Reliance Group India. Okay, this is my corporate group name here. And this corporate group will be represented using a 6-character code as company in SAP. Okay, so remember, company consists of a 6-character code. Okay, it can be either alphabets, numerics, or a combination of both. And you can also use the special characters. Okay, so let me name this as REL001. Okay, so this is my corporate group and I am using this character like REL001 to represent it in the SAP server here. You can go with any 6-character code, but only thing is it should be unique within the client here. Yesterday I was talking about the client, right? Like 000, 800, 900. Within that client, it should be unique. And name of company too, you can leave it blank. If you want to, add an extra name for your company, you can add it here. Come down to the detailed information. And let's say it is located somewhere in MG Road. PO box, it's a 2-digit code. If you want, you can use it. If not, you can leave it blank. Okay, I'm using some random postal code. City, let's say Bangalore. country. See here, this is called as search icon. Okay. If you click on the search icon, system will give you the list of available options. If you want, you can select from the list, or you can also, what is this icon? Or you can also type the country directly. Then comes the language key, and this is also another search option. Okay, so here you can search, or you can also type directly as EN and assign the currency code here. Okay, so you can again go with search or type directly INR and then save it here. So after you create anything, you will have to save using this option. Okay, and this is called as transport request. In short, we also call it as TR. Okay, so these TRs will help you out in moving the configurations from one client to another client. So what is the purpose of the movement? We will be discussing in detail in the upcoming sessions. Okay, just keep in mind the transport request will be useful in moving the configurations from one client to another client. So just click on the continue option here and your company will get saved. Okay, Charan, this is how we create a company in SAP.
Okay. So like this thing, sir, is the company going to take and do this thing, or is the SAP will be doing this thing?
What? Come again, be a bit louder. It was not audible.
Like if, so for example,
Okay.
so like we have created this thing now.
Okay.
So the company which has like doing business does this thing, right? They'll be doing this thing, like
We will-
entering the data.
No, we will be doing all this at the consultant level. Okay.
Okay.
See, this is
So we will be managing the like the other. So company comes to us, so like the consultants, and we take care of this, right?
what happens is, see, say for example, we have got a organization called Reliance. Okay.
Okay.
Let's assume you are working with Reliance as a consultant.
Okay.
Reliance will buy this SAP software.
Okay.
Okay. Once they buy the software, Reliance will hire you as a FICO consultant. I mean, they may put you as part of the project to work as a FICO consultant. You
Okay.
as a consultant will create all this configurations.
Okay.
Okay, and whatever.
So we will be managing their data.
Which data?
We will be managing the company's data, right?
We will be only designing the things here.
Okay.
So when we talk about the business transactions or the journal entries, all those will be taken care by the end users.
Okay.
So now we are designing the system for Reliance. That's it.
Okay.
We will configure and we will design the system and then we will hand it over to the end users.
Okay.
They will post the transactions, they will pull the reports. In case of any issues, only then they will reach out to us. Or in case if they need a new thing, or if there is any new requirement or any new report that is required, only then they will get back to us and we will try and help them out in getting the necessary things.
Okay, we are just like a back office for them.
Actually, we will be a kind of person who will be directly in touch with the client.
Yeah, the client means the Reliance, for example.
Yes. See, if I say, I'll give you one more example. Okay. See, in the market, right, there are a lot of companies who provide SAP related support. Okay.
Okay.
Now what happens is the Reliance groups, right? They may don't have the bandwidth to maintain SAP consultants because their core business is not SAP consulting. Okay. So what this Reliance will do is they will outsource this consulting job to another company. Okay. Let's say which is ABC.
Okay.
Now what happens? Reliance has purchased the software from SAP
Okay.
and they have hired this ABC groups for the SAP implementing purpose. Okay. So now let's assume that we both are working for ABC groups. So
Okay.
what we will do is we will take the requirement from Reliance. Understood?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We will take the requirement and we will design the system according to their requirement.
Okay.
Okay. And in case if they need any support or if they've got any questions or queries, they will reach out to us and we will be helping them in resolving the queries.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay. So the ABC company in turn will get in touch with the SAP, right? If
No,
there is any issue.
ABC will not be in touch with SAP because
Okay.
SAP and Reliance will have an agreement.
Okay.
Okay. ABC would have, got into an agreement with Reliance telling that we will successfully implement SAP in your company.
Okay.
Okay. So one more thing
See,
is
like if the ABC cannot rectify some errors, okay.
there's no way
So like oh,
they will have
that
to.
doesn't happen.
It will happen. There are issues. Okay.
Okay. Like who will be that they contacting? They should be contacting SAP only, right?
Yes. In this case, they will be contacting SAP.
Yeah.
In case if there is any issue or any new requirement which is not available in SAP at all, or if there is a gap in the systems, in those cases, ABC can definitely get in touch with SAP because the people working for ABC, right, they will be
Yeah.
given the
Understood.
user IDs.
Understood. Yeah.
So
Understood.
based on that, they can definitely get in touch with SAP.
Yes. Understood.
Okay, so this is about, see, there are multiple models, okay? Like Reliance will hire the consultant directly and they will only take care of all the project. Or Reliance may hire ABC and ABC may hire one more company for the project purposes, for the implementation purpose, another company for support project purpose. Multi models are available. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
End of the day,
Okay.
consultant is the one who will design the complete system. End
Okay.
users are the ones who will be posting the data and retrieving the data. Clear?
Okay. So like one more doubt I have.
Yes.
So now, like IBM is like this whatever we told the example, right? It is like that only, right?
Right.
Yeah. So they have bought the software from SAP, and they will be like giving this services to the
Consulting
companies.
services.
Yeah, to whichever is needed.
Yes.
And IBM will be hiring like people like to do the projects like specific. And does it keep on changing or it is
It
like
keeps
only on one?
changing. Okay. Nothing is permanent. If they are not happy, they will move on to the next client. Okay. See now.
Like that company, right? Whichever is taking that software.
Yes, or not exactly whichever is taking the software. Okay. See, I'll tell you what.
So IBM is offering SAP software only, right? To
No,
them as well.
IBM is a partner.
Partner.
If
Okay.
you go through IBM, probably you may get a better discount. That's how the deal happens. Okay. See, IBM is a
But the software they'll be using is SAP only, right?
yes, SAP only.
Yeah, okay.
And not all the companies. Okay. IBM may get into agreement with other softwares also, other companies also.
Okay.
One of them is SAP. Okay. Now,
So doesn't SAP directly give the software like to company?
yes, possible.
Doesn't
They can. Yes, they
that
can.
is also there.
That is also
Okay.
possible.
Okay. Like there is such any example also like that? Like
There are many companies like that. We had implemented for one organization called ICPL, wherein they had the agreement happened between SAP and them only directly. It's all about the contacts and the payments. That's it.
Okay.
If you go through
Like
IBM,
how good your service, like that till then the client will be there. Otherwise it will
yes,
move.
if they are happy with if they're satisfied with your service, definitely they will be with you. But what happens with IBM is IBM has got so many clients, okay, like Nestle, then they've got Heineken, then majors like there's one more chocolate company, okay, which is part of and even HUL. HUL, that is Hindustan Unilever works with IBM, and there's one more company also which supports HUL. Okay, so like this, they will have different clients. Okay, so IBM is one of the partners with SAP, and they are also partners with the clients to provide the services.
Okay.
So that's how the multi models work out. There are different models based on the different skills and the requirement.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So like SAP gives their service to IBM and others also, right?
there are multiple companies, not only
Okay.
IBM. If you get in touch with EY, EY is also
Okay.
part of the things, part of SAP. They are also partnered globally. Many companies are there.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, any other questions?
That's it, sir.
Okay, then. So sorry, it's almost late. I have another session.
Okay. Okay, sir.
What we will do
We
is
can wind up. We can wind up.
we
We can
will wind
continue
up.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
I will share a document related to the company that we have created now. Okay. So please practice this thing, company, and I will also share company codes and assignment also. Okay. Go through the step by step and practice on your own. If you got any issues, you let me know.
Okay,
And
sir.
tomorrow I won't be available.
Okay, sir.
We will again catch up on Monday.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Okay. So I'll
Okay.
share the document shortly.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Okay. Thank you, Charan. Yeah.
Yes,
Have a
sir.
nice weekend.
Have a nice day. Yes, sir.